Oh yeah, you're already queued up. My bad. All right. Well, then I'm ready to go. I'm sorry that you had a bit of a stressful setup right before your match, but good luck to you and hope you have a
I
good
hope
match.
everything goes alright.
Yeah.
Thanks. Let's go.
Good luck to you too, Dekrates. Alright. Oh, did we? Okay, there we go. Had a little bit of a hiccup. You know, I like that Dekrates, I think, noticed that Bowser wasn't moving and he stopped too, so that was gentlemanly. Alright, good save, Bowser. He's dealing with a big chain. He's at a somewhat low stack for it, so he's gonna have to be careful not to actually burn like he did with those yellows. That's okay though. He's just gonna start accruing up panels. Oh, it wasn't touching! No! Oh, he was probably like a frame late with down stacking that. That was unfortunate. Didn't quite get the chain extension on Bowser's side, but still had a great chain to start us out with. And he's extending another one. He's going to keep on going. I would cut it off at some point. You know, 9 is a little bit of maybe overkill in some people's opinion, but I subscribe to big chains weekly. You know, I agree with it. You had to be quicker with those oranges. Probably moving over the orange from the right over to the left would have been a little better too, because it would have actually been touching the garbage. Dekrates does a great job of really mixing in a lot of combo garbage into his chain, so just like that, you can see the layering on Bowser's garbage was tough. That would have been really tough to deal with, and you just have to constantly be dealing with transitions when it comes to handling Dekrates' attack. I told Blame to get 7 wins with your guest, Polly. Is he gonna get it? I think he could get 7 if he kind of locks in and, you know, handles it. I just, you know, I'm worried though that he had a little bit of a stressful moment with the power outage, so hopefully he's able to kind of like get back on, you know, lock back in and get into a good situation so he can snag some wins. But I think it's doable. I think too, it's just, it's tough to just pin your opponent down, and even if you feel like you're a good amount of a skill level higher than your opponent, like, it's so easy to just drop a game here or there, and so it's unless you're Lava. I mean, Lava doesn't drop matches to anyone. Despite how strong your offense is or whatever. Ooh, nice aid. Okay, Bowser has some gross... Oh, that was very fortunate with the blues. He got handed a present. Okay, you just... Yes. So you had to be a little quick with that. Is he set up to get this clear? Yep, he was using the purples. Okay, and he uses the 3rd tier clear. That's excellent. So I did not know what else he was going to do down below. So, unfortunately, it has meant that he's been defending great, but he is also sitting at... He meant to probably clear those reds on the right first. He kind of got away from it. He was sitting at like 14 GPM, so he had been really focusing well on defense, but the common complaint is it's so hard to defend and attack at the same time. Alright. Bunch of moderately sized chains from Bowser. That's like one of my favorite openings actually is honestly just like do like 3 or 4 like ×3 chains instead of a bunch of big ones. If you can consistently do that, you really set your opponent up to have to do a lot of those ugly transitions at the very beginning. Little low stack on Dekrates' side, but he was ready. He was very quick with the clear on that. Oh man, Dekrates did a lot of burning, but he was very confident he was not about to get topped out. Worked out for him. He was really keeping that offense up. Though Bowser was too. He was sitting at 26 GPM, so he really did turn up the heat that time as well. Yeah. I didn't even notice their speeds are both around 440. Yuck. I guess I still don't consider myself a fast player because for the longest time, I always sat around 350, but now I am a lot quicker. So I hear someone going 400, I'm like, oh, you're crazy fast, and that's like actually where I sit around too now. So just keep at it if you're having problems with your speed. All right. Good clear by Bowser. Man, that little piece of combo garbage was digging in. Had a good combo setup and stuff, but couldn't find the clear. Meanwhile, I'm surprised Kitty is still awake. Man, it's gotta be so late for you.
1, 2, 3. I'm okay.
Yay, we learned counting! I love Car, man. I really do think it actually kind of helps me a little bit when I hear them counting out my chains and all that. It keeps me from over-chaining, actually, but at the expense of having to hear his creepy voice.
I'm okay. I'm okay. 1.
Yeah, like people think that it's all speed though. I think like you were saying, Deagle, you sit at 380. That's more than enough to like climb all the way to GM if you wanted to. Like speed is not what it's about. It's about efficiency and what you're doing with it. Ooh, good save, Bowser. Yeah, just like you were saying, Deluxe. Like, it doesn't really matter how quick you can go. It's you know, if you're not doing anything with it. I used to be kind of jealous and be like, you know, I wish if I'd be a GM too if I could move that quick. But really, it's like, well, they move that quick because they train their eyes to see what they need to see and do. And that was some good save, some good burning. Bowser, great defense, Bowser. Dekrates taking this one. Bowser is doing a good job of really hanging on in a lot of these matches, and but Dekrates just like you have to have a good, strong, consistent offense on him to be able to hope to take a couple wins from him. Power's oscillating for Flame Juke, so hopefully we don't have more interruptions. Hopefully he doesn't get, you know, have to deal with that. This is a good offense from Bowser, and I mean, just like I said, Dekrates is going to really be able to defend against it. And just have it. He just mounts a great offense and great defense. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, so he was able to bounce that all right back. So. Okay, that's like got to be like 2 8s, a 6. Dekrates is trying to go for maybe a quick combo snipe. Impressive extension too by Dekrates. Dekrates was in a little bit of a situation, so that was a good offense from Bowser. We're back in a holding pattern. Need someone to make the next strike. Looks like Dekrates is happy to oblige. Yep. Some more medium-sized chains, which is... Oh, how is that not touching? I didn't quite see what was happening on Bowser's side, but that I saw that was tragic. But he did a good recovery. Had a second option ready. Bowser holding on. Okay. That was a smart move by Dekrates. I was kind of worried about what sequence he was going to take that. Oh, only touching one little piece of combo garbage. Yep, but he finds it. So Dekrates looks like he's going to be in the clear for a little bit. Yeah, except that piece of combo garbage is not being cooperative. He's fine. So, Bowser, meanwhile, chopping away at a large chain. He's down stacking, he's trying to find a situation. I didn't like how he stealthed that across, but he was able to do it. Yeah, probably needed to take that red down first. Use the extra drop time to scramble that green over. Garbage, but thankfully Bowser gets it and is able to just clear it all up at once. Looks like Dekrates is really an offensive-minded player. There's a lot of times where I kind of watch him and I think I would have stopped and started focusing on finding the clear, but he will continue to chain and press a really strong attack. And I kind of feel like I gave a curse to him right as I happened to say that he drops his first match, but... Now, Dekrates starting with a really impressive opening. Plenty of combo garbage in there, but doesn't quite top off Bowser. But it's the second attack that will probably be the most scary, because it's going to cause gross combo layering, or garbage layering, I mean. Flame Jukes, I'm on the board! Yep, got some two 5 chains from Dekrates. So that's definitely going to mean that Bowser's going to have to be careful with how he handles this. Okay, he's down to not much left, and he needs to just... Okay. It's scaring me, but he's good. I would not do both of those. Great, okay. He's doing good to conserve panels. You have to burn some, but exactly like we kind of talked about, like, you know, it gave him more options to have those panels than to try to send an extra little 6 combo. Hey, but it worked out. It snagged him his second win. Good air catch. Impressive little chain extension from Bowser. Dekrates does a great job of down stacking, and he's ready for it. He's going to continue to... he's smart to cut off the chain and say, you're good on chain. I'm going to just send on the garbage. That's something I need to focus on doing a little bit more. Whoever wins is correct. You're so true. Yeah, that is the winning strategy in that case. Times 7, times 8. Alright. Dekrates did a good job of grazing to give himself some panels so he's not sitting around waiting just the entire time for that 8 chain to pop. Yeah, because if you're ever wondering why you can't keep off a good offense while your opponent tops you out like this, it may be because you're too low stack and you're sitting there waiting for these panels to pop the entire time. And ooh, good save, Deck. Ooh. Maybe I'll adjust the audio just a little bit and make it so it's a little less loud. Thanks for the heads up. Whoop. Oh, are we doing a comboto? Yeah, a little 11 combo. I love starting out matches like that. I feel like it makes awful wells in the middle of your setup, so you have to be really careful because it's a big gambit. You're going to get sniped a lot of the times if you're not ready, unless you happen to put the compoto all the way on the very edge of your board. You're still likely going to have to just be really careful and not allow yourself to get sniped. I feel like eventually it's not the issue of getting off a nice little compoto, but instead it's about actually living after it. This time Deck gets just a little bit of combo garbage to sit on top of Bowser's pile, but he sent a whole bunch of garbage over. I noticed Dekrates' little stealth in the middle of that huge sequence of him trying to save himself, and I am just impressed with his movements. Ooh, yeah. A little bit of a misswap. I think Dekrates tried to go back for those greens. Blame Juke's gonna keep us up to date on his wins in a real time. So a good amount of combo garbage is kind of getting queued up for Bowser the moment he lets it actually drop. So hopefully he's ready for it the second it starts to come. Yep, he was not quite ready. Plus that 4 on the right was not helping. much combo stuff coming down on Lame Jukes this time, but he's not finding anything that actually connects to the garbage quite yet. There we go. So now we got a quick clear. Times 12. Color me impressed, Dekrates. And so Blame Jukes is at a bit of a low stack situation for this times 12, and he could work on getting his panels up. He did just spend a lot on that first little hit, so he may have to play a little more conservatively as he goes to start accruing. Because, I mean, in general, your opponent in this situation is going to just sit there and throw combo garbage on you. And it doesn't really, you know, you have to really ask yourself, is it worth it to burn a whole bunch of your defensive resources to try to put an attack when there's not a good chance it'll actually top them out or anything. Times 9, it'll definitely. I would consider cutting off the chain so that you slow down your opponent a little bit. He says no. He's got timed 11. So now, Dekrates is going to start working on all this. I like that he used a stealth when he didn't have to at all. Or by didn't have to, I meant he certainly had time to not have to perform it, but he's so confident in his ability to stealth. It's much more confident than I am. So Dekrates trying to layer garbage a little bit more. It's tough to do a good factory when you're topped out with some heavy garbage like this because your chains get separated so much. That catch that Dekrates just did was disgusting. Very impressive. He's just so quick in the middle of a sequence to grab stuff. Very impressive. And that was a long one, 2.5 minute match. I think a lot of that was because of the big combos that the big chains that we were sending each other. Ooh. I thought Dekrates was going to get sniped, but proves me wrong. Dekrates does go for a lot of things like inserts and stuff, but he's also smart about not relying on them. You can see that when he's chaining, he still just tries to go for the things like the set and forgets kind of chains, so that he doesn't have to rely on quick inserts and mid-air catches when he doesn't have to. So if at any point you're trying to think he doesn't go for any of that, then you just gotta keep it smart no matter what you're doing. I mean, okay. Not a lot of combo garbage falling down on Bowser at the moment. That tops him out right as I say that. So now he needs to find an answer. He's got the reds. Yeah. Dekrates does move quick, but I think I'm most impressed by the fact that he's able to not just move quick, but in the middle of sequences be so accurate with his quick movements, and you know, he'll dash across the stage and catch a panel in the middle of the air just like with clear precision. It's very impressive. But that's all just, you know, Bowser's also, last match at least, was sitting at 400 APM as well, so he's also not slow, and he just took his 4th win.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm okay. I'm okay. 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, quick chain.
I'm okay.
So now Dekrates is going to be
Okay.
topped out. He's not sitting with the most amount of panels. But he's not worried about it. He was going to burn a bunch, but it didn't matter. The combo garbage got Bowser anyway. How did Dekrates do like an unsert? They swapped panels back and forth and still made it a chain. That was cool. Okay. There we go. So Bowser's going to be mounting a little bit more of an offense now. Dekrates has the top tier, but he doesn't need it. Bowser has been able to just sit here and attack and attack and attack. Dekrates is dropping down to 17 GPM at the moment, which is probably the lowest we've seen him in this entire match. Oh! He did pull off the grounded catch, or however you call that, the not allowing the dark blues to actually make a 3 match, but didn't actually have time to get it all the way across. So he almost pulled that off. That was probably going to be a frame perfect kind of issue. He's looking like he's focusing a lot more on getting that attack in, even while he defends this time. Didn't quite get those light blues where he wanted it in time, but found a second solution. Bowser trying to find a solution, and he's quick with it with those purples. Was not sure what he was going to do. He did some smart burning to get those reds accessible. Meanwhile, Dekrates not topped out at all. He's able to sit here and focus on some combo stuff. And yeah, it was just that the middle of running Dekrates just moving a panel all the way across the board and able to stealth it halfway through. His timing is very precise. I'm continue to be impressed. Now Dekrates is in a good spot for this chain garbage. Not quite topped out. Bowser burning a lot. He's kind of going low. He needs to push up before he clears, but he doesn't. So now he's going to be dealing with a bit of a factory situation, but he has that second tier clear, so he can burn as many panels as he wants, in my opinion. Got the yellow. Oh, yeah. All right, so 18-5. You know, we were talking about can Bowser hit 7 wins earlier, and it looks like, you know, he's in a good position that he might be able to. For, I think it was it Deagle who was asking about that earlier. We'll see if Dekrates allows that. No! A little bit of a miss swap on Bowser's side. trying to get those blues, and he definitely had the time to do it, but not if you mix some stuff up along the way. Five lines of combo garbage from Dekrates. Not quite enough to top out Bowser. So now he's opting to do some chaining. Okay, Bowser not quite topped out yet, so he had time to find that solve. Brings him to 6. Dekrates at match point. Oof. Bowser tried to do a quick snipe and it almost worked out, but Dekrates is too quick. That's that. 26. So Bowser didn't quite hit his goal of 7 wins, but he was right there, very close, and it was a great match. Dekrates shows that he's got a master offense, and he really focuses well on his defense in the middle of it. He's just, you got to really pound on him for a long time for anything to happen. And Bowser was really displaying a lot of good defense throughout. He was able to really have long matches and hold on for a lot of it. And yeah. I wouldn't have guessed that their rating was over 200 points of a difference. Wow, that match didn't feel like that. It really felt like maybe Bowser was like 100 points less. You see a lot of he just really did a great job. So good games to both of our players. I think that is officially it for our Meijin tournament marathon. We'll jump back over real quick just so you can take a look. I'm not going to put these in, but you could see that we have, if I can get back over to it, Dekrates and Bowser just played, so Dekrates is going to be moving on to face Sanker in the advancement match. Winner goes into the Master Meijin League, and we just saw in our last match, Deluxe win against Kitty and won, so it's going to be me versus Deluxe at some later point, and so we'll be seeing who moves on, and you can ignore these brackets to the right. So that's that. If you are not in the Discord, make sure you join so you can find out about our tournaments such as this. And I think that's more or less it. I don't think I really have to plug too much else. We got the Discord right there. Thank you, Blame Jukes. I want to thank you again for being on the microphone earlier and covering my match against Lightning. And yeah, good games to all of our contestants, and hope to catch you at the next one.